The story of why my family first came to the New World begins with the attack on Malta, the last stronghold of a dying order of Crusader Knights. This much is fact. My ancestor Morgan Black was with the Knights of St. John when they defended the island from Sahin and the Ottomans. The rest, well, like most family stories, it's hard to separate the truth from the legend.
Morgan, the Ottomans have landed. 1,000 Janissaries led by Sahin the Falcon.
Alain Magnan still commands the Knights, and he says we must hold them at the beach. We'll make our stand here.
The Crusades are dead! Your knighthood is all that remains, a relic!
I'm not ready to die just yet, Falcon. And I don't intend to see our knighthood broken.
It is already broken, Morgan. Will you break with it?
Move the crossbow to the forward walls to attack the Janissaries. Defend the fort at all costs.
Hey, so my name is Ben Lombardo, and this is Gaming Trend. I will be running through the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, mostly just the 2 starter missions on the European questline. So at the start, we've got to lead our men onto the front walls and have them attack. You might notice a few bugs on the way through, such as we can send our crossbowmen over to here. We might shoot through the walls. So we'll send these ones back. You might also notice that, as with other Age of Empires games, your guys will only move as slow as your slowest unit. Pull them through. We only need a few minutes just to protect the castle. And then we've successfully completed this whole area. One of the other things you might notice is the heroes, which we've got Morgan Black, who will play throughout the whole questline. Morgan Black's a Knight of St. John, a fictional character, but he's also probably one of your best units, because he cannot die. So use him, like I'll show you over here. Let's send him out a little bit. Let's get him to attack these guys. And he'll drop a little voice line and then be done. But after some time, his health will come back up and then he will be alive. And we can go try him out again.
Use the pikemen to attack the Ottoman cavalry.
We're just going to boost a few pikemen. Send them back out, have our doors closed. Get our forces back up and strong. Pump out a few. Obviously not too much strategy has to be worried about here, because you'll pretty much always win this area, no matter how high the difficulty is. There's a few things that you might notice with the UI, namely, you don't have any selection tool to find idle units. That comes down to using the hotkeys. There's quite a few to memorize, so take your time with that. Right, now that we've got a good set of forces, we can probably split them up. One of the things we won't be able to get to test out is the artillery, but we'll get to test it out in the later levels. Let's send Morgan Black back, and you'll definitely notice he's just popped up again. He's got majority of his health back, so he'll stay alive. Let's get him to move with his group.
My lord, the Turks are moving in the great bombards. How can we defeat them with pike and shot?
We can't. We need cavalry. We need to signal Commander Elaine and the rest of the knights. Get some settlers.
Alright, so we're gonna send our units back. They can destroy a couple of the walls. That's okay. For Morgan Black delivering voice line still dead. Alright, so we're gonna send a few units. So let's get, we don't have to worry about too much having to defend these guys because they'll move pretty quick. Let's get you guys to come up as well. So the whole task now, which if I just pop up here, you notice two main things. We've got primary, secondary, and the list of what these objectives are. They also give you a little bit of a description to lead you the way a little bit. That's as far as the tutorial really goes. So we can collect treasures around the map, which will come in the form of, if I can spot one, usually from a defender.
Ready.
Can't seem to find any defenders. Sorry, guardians. Guardians will protect treasure and really just kind of act as a defensive unit against them. Once they're killed though, you can collect the treasure, you'll be able to complete the objective and get the XP. But since this one is just to gather the wood on the hill and light the signal fire, we'll send our units up while we have to also defend the forward command post. Obviously don't let it get destroyed completely, you don't want to lose all these buildings. Otherwise we'll have to send units out to repair them or build new ones, and that's just a waste of resources and time. You'll most likely just want to restart them. So let's continue. So once this is all completed, we'll have this level finished and we'll see that victory screen.
We've done it! The signal fire is burning!
Ready. Amen. Yes.
One of the other things you'll notice
More bombards. I hope Elaine is on his
is
way.
that AI are slightly improved. Not a whole lot of improvements. They can be pretty dumb sometimes, which you'll see in the review.
Why is the signal fire lit? And why am I here, Morgan? I ordered you to defend the fort.
My lord, Zion the Falcon is advancing with great bombards.
Well, the Falcon can't stand up to my heavy cavalry. Lead on, Morgan, and destroy those cannon.
Yes, my lord.
Commanderman?
Send the cavalry to the fort and wipe out those bombards.
Then we can split our forces again.
And 2 to go.
Have these guys attack the back line, front line. These guys are sent down to destroy these cannons.
Good job. Let's get that last one.
And you can see
That's the last of
how
the
easy that
bombards.
is.
Excellent work, men. We have defeated the Falcon. For now.
And Sir Black is still delivering the voice line while he's dead. So we get that victory screen. I will also see the home city. And this is Morgan's home city. So as we progress through the game, we'll be able to get a few extra cool little things. Like sending out supplies using our decks. Which we'll be able to unlock eventually. And be able to send these guys out. Every time you level up higher and higher, you'll be able to send out more and better improved cards. Once they are done, it really just makes those first little couple minutes of the game a lot easier. Let's get on to the next level.
We do not have to fight, Frank. Do you never question foolish orders?
Why do you call me that? I'm Scottish.
All you Europeans are Frank to me. Continue to act blindly, Morgan, and you and your pathetic knighthood will be irrelevant in the modern world.
Well done, Morgan. The Turks are holed up in the caves to the east. If we attack now, we can drive them from Malta.
Nothing would please me more, my lord. You men, with me, bring that bombard.
Sir, we are under attack from the east. We can't hold out much longer.
So one of the major things of this level is keeping this bombard
The bombard forward.
alive. So keep him at the distance. Don't let him move up too far. Also keep your settlers alive, of course. Send that laying out now that we have him. Your bombards, your artillery, they will always do the most amount of damage, but they take the longest. Like every other strategy game has come before it. Thankfully they won't do any damage on your own unit, so you can send them out in the midst of the battle. And you won't take any unnecessary losses. As you can see, sometimes the AI just does not strike when they should. These guys at the back just gave up.
Good work.
So let's boost a couple units before we head out.
The Ottomans are protecting weapons and supplies in the caves to the east. We must push them out of there.
We're going to destroy a few Ottoman supplies. The best way to do this is to build an artillery foundry so we can take out those objectives. So let's try that. We'll get an objective later on, asking us to...
Sir, this base is not equipped to fight an army of Janissaries.
We
There
need
we
to
go.
build an artillery
What I was about to say.
foundry and train hoop throwers. They know how to deal with Janissaries.
So we pop up our objectives now. We got a secondary. We can see that we need to build an artillery foundry. So that's what we got here. And we'll have to build some of the units from them to take out these caches. So if we just start again. Also, your units will go idle.
Commandment.
The best thing to do is send them out straight after. So
Forster. Yes. Ready. Forster. Gatherer.
let's build exactly 10 and then try to get one more. So let's also recruit, gather some more units. Let's boost a couple. There we go. Your healers as well, you'll notice, they are the priests and they have their own little hospital, a little building unit. They do take quite a bit to make, but they're all gold. Gold is able to be resourced from here. So if I send some units out, now that we've got
Commandment.
quite a good amount of wood, I can actually build a few while we're here. And we can even double the amount, build a few houses. They don't take too long to build, thankfully. They'll boost our population limit, so we can just pump out units.
Good work.
Yes.
So let's do that again. It goes up 10 every time. And it really takes seconds to make. Let's get to 100. We should be fine. One of the other things you might notice if you haven't played the Age series before or strategy games in the past, selecting military units and going over non-military units. You might think that you'll select all of them. Thankfully they prioritize, so if I drag all the way across and go over to the settlers, you'll notice that they don't get selected, which is a great little feature. Something you'll also find throughout most games. Okay, now that we've got some units, oh, if I actually show you what the hotkey does,
Ready. Ready.
we've got only 3 idle settlers. So let's get these guys to go get me some food. Get the elk. get them to kill. Then we can speed through this. Alright, so now that we've had that time skip and we've built up our army quite nicely, got enough artillery units and just enough military units to take out whatever we need. We've also got plenty of supplies should we need a resupply. You'll also notice that we've just got another objective, a secondary, to claim the nearby treasure. Now, secondary do not need to be completed. Primary does, however, so we can skip a couple secondaries if we want. For the sake of this video, we'll just go through and we'll try to just complete these caches, destroying them, and we'll see how we go with the other treasures. So now that we've got all our units together, let's send them off. Send a single unit. Let's have Morgan Blatt or Elaine Nan. My apologies. Send him out far. Just so we can get a lay of the land. Alright, so we'll notice that there's a few units up there. These guys to go and take them on first. Now, since artillery takes quite a while to take out, we'll send a few enemies to stand back. Have one go up front. Now we got a couple extra units on the way, thankfully. And we'll have these folks there. And we'll send our extra new military units up here. So if we're doing enough damage, we shouldn't have to worry about defending this whole area. Because they'll want to send their units up to defend over here. I think we'll be just quite fine. Alright, so you'll notice they move quite slowly. That's because they're moving as fast as this hoop thrower is.
The weapons caches must
mortar
be inside.
does. So let's get these guys to move up a little bit faster.
Clear out those caves. Destroy any weapons caches you find.
Kill a few units in the process. Alright, now we'll focus on destroying this. Keep a few units over here. Go. And everything down. The bombard's taking a while to get through, but we'll try to get these units out there so we can also use them. And we'll take out the town centre so we can't send any more settlers to repair stuff. Keep them fighting on the back. That's all we need to keep doing. Now that that's all down, we can take out all the remaining settlers. If we can try and get rid of all of them, then we can avoid having to send them back out there and send them from there. Trying to avoid having any settlers stay alive, then we can avoid any reinforcements coming to take us out from behind. So let's send a few units out here, so then they can speed up the process. And we'll just have some units destroy some buildings in the process. Everything's practically destroyed except for a marker, which is fine. They don't necessarily need that. They won't be able to really use that. Oh, we got one more guy. Let's get him killed. There we go. Alright, now we just need to move into the cave and complete this level. Let's send our units out. Have Elaine take the first attack. And then have our other units. Get a little bit of lay of the land, so we've got nothing else to surprise us. Be an easy fight through. Alright, that's all our victory done. And a lane out as well. These minimal health.
Yes.
Cash here.
We have to destroy all these weapon caches.
Oh, we got some units over there. That's quite fine.
Hazır. Emrin.
Let's have them destroy this cache.
Ready.
Try the other one.
Attack the weapon caches with anything to blow them up.
Send these units out with them. Alright, don't need the defense anymore. You might also notice that the artillery is flying through the wall. Flying through a couple walls.
Another cache! Destroy it!
Focus on destroying these last caches and then finally get that victory. And we've got also a stuck unit. Not sure what he's doing stuck on the geometry, but is what it is, I guess. And these units down.
Once the Ottoman weapons caches are destroyed, they will be forced to leave Malta.
So thankfully we're not getting any reinforcements on our tail end because we destroyed those settlers. Might be a few staggering around, but there's not enough to really rebuild.
Sir, one of the explosions has revealed another passage.
Excellent work, men. Elaine, look. The last explosion opened a tunnel. So this is what the Ottomans really wanted on Malta.
A library carved in stone, very old.
Oh, weird.
This
I'm
right
not sure
was
what
left
he's
by the
doing.
Circle of Assos.
Who are they?
They are a secret society. Some say they're the most powerful men in Europe. Others say they're nothing more than scientists and alchemists. They seek a means for eternal life. The writing refers to the Lake of the Moon, a place known only to the Aztecs. America sive nobi orbis. I need you to go to the New World, Morgan.
What, across the ocean sea?
Sahin and the Ottomans are on their way there now. Defeat them and find this lake. The future of the knighthood depends on your success. You sail with the tide. We'll send you resources and men once you arrive.
So that's all I'll show you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. It's the usual. And check out the review that just got published just on this game. Let me know what you think. Any feedback's welcome. And have a good day.